Hey, and welcome. If you're an aspiring creator and you're trying to figure out how to cut through all the noise online, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down a really clear two-part framework that'll take you from what do I even talk about all the way to crafting content that really, truly connects with people. Okay, let's dive in. So here's the plan. First, we're going to tackle the big one, finding your sweet spot, your niche. Then we'll walk through a super simple three-step process to actually find it. After that, we'll switch gears to execution with 6 essential rules for great writing. And finally, we'll talk about how your journey starts, well, right now. All right, part 1. Before you write a single word, before you even think about hitting record, you have to know what your foundation is. And that foundation? It's your niche. But what does that word even mean, really? Let's just forget the dry business school definition for a second. A niche, at its heart, is a feeling. It's that thing you're doing where time just disappears. It feels natural, it's fun, and it definitely doesn't feel like work. It's the space where you just feel like you belong. And here is a fantastic way to think about it. Picture your niche like a Venn diagram with a perfect sweet spot right in the middle. It's not just about what you love, and it's not just about what you're good at. It's that magic spot where your passion, your skills, and what an audience actually needs all overlap. Okay, so if it's this personal, this intuitive, why is finding a niche one of the biggest roadblocks for new creators? Why do so many of us get completely stuck on this one step? Well, the struggle usually isn't about you. It's all the external noise. It's the pressure from family or society to pick a safe or stable path. It's that well-meaning but totally backwards advice to chase the money first, not the passion. Or it's that paralyzing feeling you get when you look around and think, everyone else is already doing this. But here's the thing. Your niche doesn't care about them. It's all about you. So how do we tune out all that noise and start listening to ourselves? Let's move on to section 2 and get practical. We're going to break this down into a really simple 3-step process for self-discovery. Here are the 3 pillars. It's actually that simple. First, what do you genuinely, deeply love? Second, what are you naturally good at? And third, how can you connect those first 2 things to actually help somebody else? See? It's a journey from passion to skill to service. Let's start with love. And I mean, really love. What's that one activity that gets you so completely absorbed that you forget to check your phone or even eat lunch? What are the topics you're just endlessly curious about? This is the stuff you'd be doing even if nobody was paying you a dime. Okay, next up, your natural talents. What just seems to come easier to you than it does for other people? What do your friends or your family always say you're great at? Maybe you're an amazing listener. Or maybe you have this incredible knack for making really complicated things seem simple. Pay attention to that. And here it is. This is the step where it all clicks into place. How can you take what you love and what you're good at and use it to solve a problem for someone else? If you love organizing and you're good at it, you can help people declutter their lives. If you love history, you can make it exciting for others. This is how you find your people, your audience. All right, so once you've found that sweet spot, it's time to actually communicate your ideas. In section 3, we're shifting from the why to the how, with 6 absolutely essential rules for creating content that people will actually want to read or watch. 6, that's it. We're not going to overcomplicate this. We're just going to break down 6 powerful rules that are basically the backbone of any great piece of content, whether it's a blog post, a script, or just a quick social media update. Rule number 1. This is the big one. Everything, and I mean absolutely everything, starts right here. Before you write a single word, you have to know who you're talking to. And that means you gotta go deep. What are their biggest problems, their pain points? What do they actually need from you? And so important, what kind of language do they use? When you start speaking their language, your message instantly becomes 10 times more relevant and engaging. Rule number 2, simplicity is your superpower. Seriously, great content doesn't try to sound smart with big, fancy words. It just communicates ideas as clearly as possible. Your goal is to be understood, not to win a vocabulary contest. So what does that look like in practice? Well, you cut out the industry jargon. You trim all those extra wordy phrases. You use shorter sentences. The easier you make it for your audience to get it, the more impact you're going to have. Okay, rule number 3. Now, don't let the acronym SEO scare you off. Search engine optimization isn't just for tech geniuses. At its core, it's just about structuring your content in a logical way so that the people who are looking for it can actually find it. And you know what? A huge part of this is just using headings correctly. Think of it like you're writing an outline for a book. Your H1 is the main title. Your H2s are the chapter titles. And the H3s, those are the different sections within each chapter. This simple hierarchy helps both real people and search engines understand what your content is all about. Rule 4 is all about your first impression, the headline. I mean, just look at the difference here. Tips for content writing, it's okay, but it's pretty forgettable, right? But 6 writing tips every creator needs to know, now that makes a specific promise. That's the power of a great headline. Sometimes it's your only shot to get someone's attention. Rule number 5 is really the heart and soul of building an audience. Your content has to provide genuine value. Whether you're teaching something, entertaining someone, solving a problem, or just offering inspiration, giving your audience something truly useful is how you build trust and become an authority. And finally, Rule 6. Please don't skip this one. This is that last 10% of the work that makes 90% of the difference: editing and proofreading. Clean, polished, error-free content just screams professionalism, and it boosts your credibility like nothing else. Phew, okay, so we've covered the why, finding your niche, and we've covered the how, the rules of great writing. So what now? Well, now it's time to actually do it. Your journey starts right now. I want to leave you with this final thought because it just flips the whole script. Stop trying to guess what you think the world needs from you. Instead, ask yourself, what makes me come alive? And then go do that. Because what the world really needs is more people who have come alive. Thanks so much for joining me.